Blood is back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Okay, Coach, it is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, 70 ending. Right there, 56. Yep. Watch the twist. Time go.
Young looks to throw on first down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. On first and 10, it's Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, Sanders. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side here. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Young. Now they go screen. It's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a carry for Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On the set. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Kill, turn up. Slam.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Check, girls, check, girls. Hey, Delta. Check. 45 the mic, 45 the mic.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Hey, high 7. Hurry.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
There's the play now. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
They're going to look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Here we go.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got it. Check 61. Matchbox light. Let's go.
2nd and 4. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah. You don't want none. Joker takes 3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Echo.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 51's the mic, boy. 51.
He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams down the stretch playing really well, sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership at the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. on second down. It's Sanders. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally down at the 36-yard line. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 36-yard line. Well, he currently stands second in the league in rushing, and runs like that are a big reason why. Heck, runs like that might get him to first.
And when you've got goals in front of you, if you're second and you want to be first, that type of running gives you something to shoot for and hopefully attain.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check 52.
Running right, here's Sanders. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Young on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This will be taken short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd and 6. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready up. 51's the mic. They can't hang with the... Hey, wahoo! Rock it. On the ball.
2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And some room to roam now. 20. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch the whip. Watch the safety creep. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Young. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch out.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for his running back out of the backfield. It's fourth down.
On now is the Titans punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Unable to corral him, he fights through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Kill.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 20-yard line.
Got it. 51's the mic. Come on. Shift. 80 weapons. Kill.
Again, it's Mixon. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brings up third down and 16.
On the ready.
Mike, boys, 51. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Back to throw now on 1st down. Johnson's got it complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 49-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Switch. Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
Ready?
Now Joe Mixon, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he's got this down to the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Check nickel.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, let's go. Check right.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Fourth down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 56. Watch the curve. Six guys. Check 6 guys. Check 26. Check 26.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Check 59.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ricky. Wide. Get wide. He's crossing. He's checking cross.
Now a give, right side. It's Sanders. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Young. This one caught by Winslow. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Titans first down.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
He's coming.
Now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch.
22 jet bomber. Let's go.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Get ready.
Smooth.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Foxtrot.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Ross, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
That's good for our Bengals.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Go.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Got it. 56. Check 56. All day, every time.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long for Young. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
On 1st down, Sanders. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Check 56. Okay, double up. Check 37.
They'll go again with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Gets past one man, and he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, Zoo.
Looking to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, exit. Get it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Titans, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.